Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, I am Fida Hussain and you are watching my YouTube channel English with Fida. This introductory video will be dedicated to the students of Mdcat 2020. Today in this video, I'll be explaining the contents of the syllabus. Well, my dear students, first of all of you will have to keep in mind that most important challenge in English for the Mdcatians is not understanding the syllabus contents. Most of the students don't know what to do and what not to do. And one thing more, the skills which are required to get through this examination with flying colors, Mdcat students suffer from two different sort of challenges regarding the preparation of English. First challenge is they don't know what is the actual syllabus. They keep in mind that they are supposed to learn all grammar. This is not possible in the shortest span of time. And the second difficulty, what are the contents of the syllabus? We will discuss in detail what is actually the syllabus of English required for Mdcat English. And number two, I'll be explaining the sources from where you are supposed to make your preparation. So let's begin. Well, my dear students, there are two things that I want you to know, and I would especially point out two main problems that the students usually face. First of all, lack of understanding of the syllabus. Mostly intelligent students, they are quite unaware of the syllabus of Mdcat English. That is quite horrible. That's why they suffer from anxiety near the examination, and they don't know how much they have prepared and how much is left. Number two, once they learn the rules of grammar, they cram vocab, they don't know how to apply those grammatical rules on textbooks. So there is coordination between the grammar rules and the text given. So you are supposed to maintain a balance between the learned rules, whatever you have learned, and its application on the known and unknown texts. So this skill that has never been the part of FSC syllabus is now required to get through your Mdcat examination. My dear students, Mdcat examination is based on two pillars. First important part, that is called knowledge. Yes, knowledge. You are supposed to learn sufficient knowledge of grammar in order to go through this examination. And number two, that is skill. Skill? What is meant by skill? Yes, skill is to understand the sentence structure and to find out which rules have been violated while constructing that particular sentence. If a student is able to apply the rules of grammar on the given sentence, keeping in mind sentence structure as well as the context, then he can get through. So you are supposed to work on both sides, learn grammar and do practice. Your skills will be sharpened by the practice you make. So dear students, let's have a look of the syllabus contents. First of all comes vocabulary. Number two, tense and sentence structures. Number three, subject-verb agreement. Number four, articles and prepositions. And then spellings, capitalization and punctuation. According to the given syllabus by UHS, these are the five major contents highlighted. Now let's go in detail. The first content was vocabulary. Essential word list introduced by UHS. So let's go in detail. There are two types of vocabulary items you are supposed to prepare. First, vocabulary introduced by UHS. There are 209 words, English FSC syllabus. Yes, this includes book 1, book 2, book 3 and Mr. Chips. So you have gone through these 4 books during your FSC. All the words are included in your Mdcat examination. Don't forget what you have learned. So keep in mind and keep revising all. The next question is, what are you supposed to prepare? There are different things being mentioned and highlighted in the syllabus given, out of which I am explaining this first one, synonyms. Synonyms are basically the meanings of the words. Number 2, antonyms. They are the opposite meanings. They are the opposite meaning or contradictory meanings. Students, you have gone through all the synonyms of these books, but you have never been through antonyms of your FSC vocabulary list. So here comes the point that you are supposed to revise those vocabulary words, not only learn the synonyms but also the antonyms. Next one, homophones. All those words which are having same sound but different meanings and different spellings. So this is the introduction of the vocabulary syllabus. Now next question comes, how this vocabulary will be asked in the paper. Dear students, vocabulary has been asked in different entrance examinations in two different ways. Number 1, isolated words. One word will be given and you are supposed to given 4 options, option A, B, C and D, and you are supposed to pick up one as the meaning or the antonym of the given word. This is one of the formats. Number 2, a sentence is given in which you are supposed to understand the sentence, keep in mind the context of the sentence, and then guess what the word could be. So here antonyms and synonyms can also be asked. Vocabulary can be asked by the examiner in two different ways. The first one is word meaning. It's synonym. Boon, the word taken from UHS essential word or the FSC syllabus, will be given as a question in capital, and 4 different options with 4 different words will be given. So you will be given instruction or the question instruction that find the synonym or find the antonym or find the meanings or find the opposite meaning. So here, as you can see, there is no such instructions I have pointed out. So whatever the instruction is given at the top of this word, like find the synonym of the word or find the antonym of this word. So prepare your mind, you have to act accordingly. Another type of vocabulary question in the examination is sentence completion. Let's have another example. Sentence completion can be one of the formats to ask questions on vocab. So you are supposed to have sufficient practice and drill in the class and in isolation wherever you are. So the more you practice, the better you are and the more confidence you gain. So the second major topic in your syllabus is tenses and sentence structure. Past and future. And their use in the sentences. When you are introducing more than one clauses, which will be the order of tenses? So here you are supposed to learn it in detail. Now, sentence structures. Sentence structures on the basis of form and on the basis of function. This is very much important to know. Form. On the basis of form, we have 4 sentence structures. Number 1, simple. Number 2, imperative. Number 3, optative. And number 4, exclamatory. And on the basis of function, we have simple sentence containing subject, verb and object. We have compound sentence structure in which we introduce 2 clauses. 2 independent clauses combined together is called compound sentences. And number 3, complex. And number 4, compound complex combined. At number 3, most important topic is subject-verb agreement. Dear students, subject-verb agreement is basically the coordination between the action performed by the subject. So you are supposed to keep in mind that action comes first, then the doer. What is subject-verb agreement? If your subject is singular, your verb should be singular. And if your subject is plural, your verb should be plural. So this is called subject-verb agreement. I mean, your verb should be according to the subject. If you are supposed to change your verb, not the subject. Subject is constant and verb is not. So you can change verb according to the subject given. So here only hide and seek will be given regarding subject. So here you have to develop this skill to understand whether your subject is singular or plural or both. Dear students, next topic is articles and preposition. These are the two different and important major topics. Articles, you will study the use of articles. I mean indefinite articles and definite articles. And you will also use no article, that is called zero article, with common noun, with proper noun. So all types of articles and nouns here you are supposed to learn. Now prepositions. Prepositions are very much important, and in every exam, Mdcat exam, you come across 3 to 4 to 5 MCQs regarding prepositions. So this is the toughest part as well, because you are supposed to learn the proper preposition, because prepositions are unchangeable when they come with their verbs making a different sense. Number 5, the last major topic of your syllabus includes 3 subtopics: spellings, capitalization and punctuation. My dear students, spellings lead you towards those words in which change of spellings lead to the change in meanings. Yes, pair of words or homophones or homographs. Capitalization is one of the techniques while we write some language. In the text, sometimes we use capital alphabet, sometimes we use small alphabet. So wherever we use capital alphabet, we must know there are particular rules behind, and you are supposed to learn all the rules in order to go through and have a grip on the writing skills of language. So capitalization will help you understand the actual meaning of the text. Then punctuation. Punctuation, basically the mechanics of the written text. Punctuation, signs and symbols are very much important. We most often use different signs like full stop, comma, etc. So it is very much important for you to learn where to use particular sign in a sentence, at the end of a sentence, in the middle of the sentence, etc. Dear students, finally, you will be given 20 MCQs in English section, and the format of the paper will be like this. Sentence completion is one of the formats that will be used to ask vocabulary items. For example, she was dash of theft. 4 options will be given and you are supposed to find out one. Number 2, spot the error. Dear students, a statement can be taken from your textbook, known or unknown. Textbook means all the 4 books you have gone through in FSC, or it can be from alternate source like CIE, Cambridge examination. So those students who do O levels, from their book, text sentence can be taken, and 4 parts will be highlighted: A, B, C and D. What you are supposed to do? Yes, you are supposed to find out one part which is grammatically incorrect. So what are you supposed to do? Read it. Mr. George clarified. So clarified is past tense. So past follows past. So the coming clause will also be having the same tense. So here part B is wrong. You can see after past tense we can use past only, except for the sentences expressing facts and universal truths. Got it? Well, last but not least, this is the third type of MCQs, or the format of MCQs which will be set in your paper. This is called find the correct. Here 4 options will be given. In other words, 4 sentences will be given, and one of these 4 options will be correct grammatically. Each sentence can contain minor error of punctuation, of capitalization, of preposition, of article, or any other grammatical mistake. But one of these 4 will be 100% correct sentence. Here, let me tell you one thing. All the sentences sometimes may be grammatically correct, but there could be the error of wordiness, there could be error of redundancy, there could be error of parallel structures. So grammar and style should go side by side. So what are you supposed to do? find one of the sentences of the given option which is 100% correct. Let's go through it. Mr. Hubert went to the mayor office. Here we need apostrophe, but there is no apostrophe, it's wrong. Mr. Hubert went to the mayor's office. So this is correct, as names are capital. Here Mr. dot, usually we use when we use short form, dot is missing. So this is incorrect. Hubert went in mayor's office. Apostrophe is used, but if we use S without apostrophe, we make it plural, since proper nouns cannot be made plural. So this is wrong. Mr. Hubert, names, human names are proper nouns. All proper nouns should be capitalized. So this is a mistake. Went to the mayor office. Again we need some capitalization over here, which is missing. That's why we won't go for this option. So which is the correct one? Option B.